Hello everybody, happy Friday, hope you're doing very, very well, and we're going to be looking at the second shirt that I purchased from Classic Football Shirts on Tuesday. Of course, we opened up that FC Zurich home shirt from current season, last season. Really nice shirt, pretty clean. I think we're going to find that the shirt I'm going to show you just in a minute is very, very similar, to be honest. So let's just get it open and see what's inside, but first we shall get rid of that. Did we get any trading cards? That's the question. We got... Ooh, I think again that's another one. It is one Roman Riquelme with his Boca sort of jersey on. Very cool. One of those very sort of ethereal, sort of mercurial talents. But we're interested in the shirts. Let's get rid of that. So, again, rear of the shirt. You don't get too much with regards to the design. You just have the colours. It's very traditional going on here, so just think, who wears black and blue stripes? If we bring it around to the front. There we go, we get a little bit more of an idea. Like I said, you'd be familiar with these teams, I suspect. Very cool. So let's get it open and see what it looks like. Let's throw it aside. I suspect we'll have a little bit more paper in here. There we go. Now then, rear of the shirt action. Very similar approach to the one that we saw on Tuesday, isn't it? We've got the main bodied colour, the blue, though it's obviously a different shade of blue, and then the black vertical stripes at the bottom. On the back of the neck, we have a little bit of motto. This time, though, it is in English, so it simply says, "No sweat, no glory." Don't really need to follow up on that, do we? If we bring it round to the front, we're going to have the main colours, so it is the blue and the black with those vertical stripes. So this time they're a little bit thinner than the ones on the Zurich shirt. It is, of course, once again manufactured by Castor. And we've got the sponsor on the front, and then we have the club crest, which I suspect even more people will be more familiar with than the one for FC Zurich. And then on the inside, I would suspect it's probably just going to have the sizing, which it does. It does have the tags, and yeah, it's all there. So there's a few small differences with regards to the sort of material and feel of the shirt than the other one. Of course, ignoring the fact that it's a totally different team. So I'll adjust the mannequin and I'll come back to you with some information about the shirt and the club. Right here then, so there is the shirt, and as I suggested at the end of the last video, there's probably going to be some similarities with the other one, and yes, it's pretty obvious what those similarities are. This is Club Brugge, and it's their home shirt from the end of last season, 2024-2025. Again, bought from Classic Football Shirts for £26.99, and at the time of recording, there's none of these left. All sold out, so it's, yeah, tough. Can't get any of those. They do have some away in third shirts, but they are so limited in their sizing, so I expect those to be gone very, very soon. Also, clearly, Classic Football Shirts had a bit of a Castor drop. They had another team, what was the team now? It was Zagreb, I think it was, but they had no sponsor on. If they did, I would have definitely picked one of those ones up, but I was happy to pick up these two teams because I've been sorely needing them. With regards to the club, they were founded in 1891, so another old prestigious club, and come from the city of Bruges, which of course is in Belgium. So, the season that's just finished, they've played in the top division, obviously, and they finished second place, well actually in the main league, and then second in the playoffs. So with regards to Belgium, what they do is they kind of split the league, half the points, and then they all play each other again in that mini league, and then whoever ultimately finishes top is the champion. Just how they do it. So yeah, they finished second, so, you know, not too bad, but of course you'd probably want to be finishing first. The season before that, they did do that, so they were in the playoffs and did finish first. So it's it's not unsurprising that they are one of the most successful teams historically. In fact, they are the second most successful team in Belgium, though quite some way behind Anderlecht, who have got many, many league titles, though they haven't won a league for a while now. With regards to Club Brugge, they, of course, maybe were a little bit more famous for their Champions League exploits of the season that's just finished, ultimately losing to Aston Villa in the quarterfinals, I think it was. Some good performances on the way, so, you know, maybe they might start performing a little bit higher in regards to European competition. I think the season before that, they also got to the semi-finals of the Conference League, so, you know, decent little team. It is again a Castor manufactured shirt, so this is going to be my third one now, and there's a few slight differences this time because the other ones, they were sort of transferred on stuff, whereas this time you've got embroidered logos on both of those. So it shows you that they can mix it up. It's not just you got to do it this way. Although the main wonderful bedding sponsor has been plastic transferred on the front there. On the back of the neck, obviously it said no sweat, no glory. But that's really it. Similar to the Zurich shirt, you've got a pretty simple approach, it seems, by both of the clubs. But you've got this lovely blue and black sort of way of doing the stripes. And it's just really, really nice. Sometimes those clean shirts are the ones that stand out the most. I remember classic football shirts, I can't remember specifically if it was 4 or 5 years ago, they had a drop of the Macron shirts when they were with Macron. And again, it was home, away, third shirts. Even cheaper than what this one was. They were probably about £15-16, which shows you the prices, how they've sort of increased over the years. And for whatever reason, I just didn't pick it up. I was a bit annoyed because it's a pretty smart shirt and it was a good price. But to be honest, this one's good. I like the sort of nice little ring around the collar. It's it's a good one. They are still with Castor because they've released their away shirt from the upcoming season. It's a nice little clean shirt. It gives me a little bit of Preston vibes because Preston were/are with Castor, and of course they wear white shirts. But it's okay. It's okay. So maybe if once again you're still waiting for a Club Brugge shirt, maybe they might do another drop at the end of next season, because that's sometimes what happens with classic football shirts and certain brands and manufacturers. But there we go. So it's another big team that I can finally take off my list. I think still the main big teams I have are Boca Juniors and Sevilla, and I suppose like Inter Miami or something like that. But with regards to the sort of those, the list is getting shorter and shorter, specifically with those European countries. So yeah, not too bad. Pretty decent going on there. So with regards to next week, I've not got loads of stuff to open. I've got something really fancy in the box, and then there's 3 actually in that other bag there. 3 really random teams, 2 of which I've heard of but know nothing about, and one of them I know nothing about at all. So they'll be quite interesting to show off. I'm not entirely sure they're all going to come with tags either, so that's something that we gotta cross our fingers for. But that's it. That is it. I will probably make a purchase at some point. As always, more and more shirts are getting released, so we'll probably just do some reviewing. And I've seen some actually in person myself. I finally saw the Chelsea away shirt in person. It's decent. It's a decent little shirt it is. So we'll see what goes with that. If there is going to be a sponsor, I don't know. Thank you for watching as always. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.